Hey, what's up? It's Kit, time for another video, and today I'm gonna show you a really cool device that you can make on your own. Again, just this pliers right here. It's a wire forming pliers, okay? We have Strider barking outside. Okay, we have our vice grip, okay? And obviously we have our bolt cutters. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're going to make a really cool three-way swivel. Okay, and it'll be a spreader also, but a three-way swivel spreader. Kind of similar to what we already created yesterday, but this one's gonna be a bit cooler. I use this specifically for bait more than lures. And if I use bait on this, or sorry, if I use lures on this, more than likely I am using bigger line. Okay, I am doing things with, or I'm creating things with what I have on hand. So you could do the same. If you want to use ball bearing swivels on this, even better. And you might notice that the color of the wire that we're using now is kind of different from what we usually use, which is the maline, because this is a piece of that stainless steel wire that we use in the Philippines called Edwards. Okay, so the brand is Edwards, but it could be any, honestly, it could be any stainless steel, any piece of stainless steel really. Okay, so could be wire, could be like a TIG welding rods. Okay, there's some stainless steel there. If you want to do like giant versions, you can use this for quite a lot of things, but again, I'm either using really big bait or lures for this. Okay, the very first thing for us to do is to create an eye here, okay, with a swivel in it. Okay, one swivel. So use that, make an eye, and it totally, the eye size really totally depends on you. Okay, it's really just up to you how you want it. Okay, take one here, like so. I have to say, this wire is actually kind of a bit more difficult to work with than the normal wire that we're used to, the maline. Okay, so take good care when you're using this, because it's like even clamping it down with the vice grip is really a chore. Okay, again, remember, we turn this. Okay, so 2 turns, all you want. Okay, you can use pliers just to give you a better grip. Okay, like that, and then we break it off, like a bend there. This thing is very difficult to work with, but it also tells you that it's tougher, and it lasts forever really until you lose it. Even breaking it off is a chore and a half. Okay, so you see the adjustment of my vice grip is quite strong there. All right, so we're fixing that. See, now you have something that's quite straight. Okay, now it really depends on how long you want this to be. Okay, for this one, I want it to be just that long. The good thing about this particular one right here is the fact that you can, believe it or not, you can use it for trolling. You know, it's a very good three-way swivel system. And sometimes you can use, sometimes you could use this for deep drops. And then with the same rig, all you have to do is just take, you know, all your unique weighting system or whatnot, and then put a leader on this one, this end right here, because this is the end that's going to be with the leader, and then you have your line here and then your weight. And since the swivels are going to be here, okay, the twisting becomes kind of independent for this end right here. Okay, so it's always going to be well, in motion. Okay, and the good thing about this is that it has a lot of lateral movement like that. So when your weight is down here, your line is here, and it's tight, when the fish actually swings around, okay, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of motion. And when you're down there, if you're using bait and you're dragging the bottom, the bait can go either way. You know, it could just go around, and it makes it more natural. And it's the same with the bait or lure, if it flutters down and all that. Okay, so as you can notice, I'm giving myself a lot of room here. Okay. Bend an eye. See? Just like that. Okay. This one. Okay. Just like so. So you can see there. Now you have two swivels. Again, I'm using barrel swivels here, but you can use ball bearing swivels if you want. Perfectly fine. Okay, so have to grip it. Okay, turn that 90 degrees. Okay, and again, we turn this one. And you just wrap it around twice. That's all you need. Okay, so I'm giving myself a lot more room here with the tag end, because I just remembered that this one is very difficult to break. So the longer that is, it'll be easier for you to break it off. The reason why when I made this it was a bit shorter was because well, you know, it's the eye, it's this eye right here, and sometimes it's kind of a bit more difficult to gauge the distance, and you have to cut off a long piece. So with this way, at least, you know, I struggle with this, but it'll be easier for this end right here. Okay, and then just bend it. It's still not easy, I can tell you that. I mean, this type of wire that we have back home, it's not it's not weak, I'm telling you. This is some really good stuff. All right, so this is what you end up with. So you have two swivels, okay, and a third one there. This could be your weights down here, could be your line up here. And the good thing about this is that there's a lot of freedom for these swivels, and when there's weight, you know, see, better if you have ball bearings there if you want to spend a bit more money on this. Really, really good swivel system. Okay, you can use this for bottom fishing. Works really well. Now, if you're using artificial, and this is artificials, and this is the great thing about this, okay, at least for me, okay, is that I have a really short leader here, or just a clip with the sinker, and then this would be my main line. A short leader, just a short leader, probably about 24 inches or less than a meter, okay? And you could use thick mono for that. And the good thing about this is that since the leader is short, you could just jig it, and straight up, because it's a short leader, you transmit the movement to the lure immediately. Okay, so yeah, I mean, very, very handy tool. I will pause everything, okay, for this now. We're doing this all in one take, guys. I hate editing. Anyway, so we're doing this all in one take. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pause this, and then I'm gonna make a rig so that you can see exactly what I'm trying to say here. And then after that, you can make your own. All right, so let's pause this for a little bit, and then when I come back, we'll put together a rig for this.